about which you are really interested to know more, because I am receiving different comments about what is the requirement that I need to have to apply for a PhD in Switzerland. And that's very relevant comment, and I know that although I answered the comments right away, still it's not so clear. So I decided to come to this live talking about what are the requirements that you need to have when you want to apply for a PhD position in Switzerland. This is Tarane, and I'm very happy that I'm helping you in this journey, because almost 8 years ago, I applied for a PhD position at ETH Zurich, and I got it, and it truly served my life and my personal and professional growth. That's why I dedicated my life, or this part of my life, to come to these lives to make videos for you, whoever is interested to do part of their studies in Switzerland or any other part of the world, because it doesn't matter if it is Switzerland or anywhere else. I believe doing part of your studies anywhere else can become an enormous value in your life, because you can, with awareness, grow through that journey. And if you are interested in some of the Swiss universities in here, either in German speaking or French speaking, I have some knowledge based on my personal experience and those around me. I can guide you through with whatever I know. If I don't know, I just make it clear, and also we can discuss it still. So whatever I share is based on my personal experience and personal knowledge. Of course, you need to do your own research to become clear, accurate about everything. But this can become really valuable cornerstone or some knowledge for you when you want to get started. So let's go through it. You're asking me if I need to have a specific GPA, if I need to have many papers already, or if I need to, in fact, have some qualifications already to be eligible to apply for Swiss universities' PhD programs. So I would like to start with one of the very important things. Almost all of them. I want to put almost behind everything. If I forget, you put it almost, because of course I'm not aware of 100% every program, all the departments. But almost all the PhD programs in Swiss universities, you need to have a master degree. So something which can be identified or is like qualified by the Swiss standards. Uh, for some of the universities, when you get the admission, you come here, maybe you have to go through some credits and courses, or maybe they define for you some qualification exam. For example, I had it. After 1 year, I took the qualification exam. It's something that they define it for you, and you know based on what material you will take that exam. It's not terrifying, of course. Don't worry, when you get accepted for your PhD program, you shouldn't be scared about anything, because you're going through PhD. Don't worry. So, yeah, of course, it's important to have the master's degree already graduated. If you're applying for master's, that's whole another scenario. But should you have, or do you have to have a specific GPA? That's something that you cannot find a cutoff for what your GPA has to be when you want to apply for PhD in Switzerland. That's a great news, right? Just right now become happy, please, because it's absolutely great. Of course, if you have like high GPA or you are the best of your class, this is something that you need to make it clear in your CV already. But if you don't, and you are scared or making some limitation for yourself that I wish I had a specific GPA, I want to let you know that almost all of them, they are not specifying a specific GPA. So great news. Don't worry about it, but Remember, what is important is for you to show that you are capable to do your research. You are capable to do research independently. You are curious. You are up for challenge. You are up for saying yes and taking the next steps, of course, with the guidance of supervisor. Hopefully you will find a good supervisor as well. But anyway, they are all part of this journey. So what you need to very nicely represent is that you are capable to do things. I want to say something in German. Ich mache das. It means that whatever is there, I find a way through it. So you would like to show the research background that you have, the capabilities that you have. Also, I'm hearing that your master thesis needs to be strong. From my side, my personal experience, I don't remember I ever talked with my supervisor about my master thesis. Can you imagine? So that's why I'm telling you, don't think about whatever people are saying and is limiting you, because you never know what could happen for you if you just limit yourself with something that others are saying. You cannot take action to the best of your capabilities. So if you have some master thesis which is again great, relevant to that supervisor, of course talk about it. For me, for example, I noticed that something else was important for my supervisor. I talked about that experience of myself. So this is one thing I wanted to mention. And number of papers. Who is ready to know the number of papers you need to have? I want to say that I cannot find anywhere mentioning that you need to have minimum this number of papers to be able to apply for PhD position. Guess why? Because almost no master graduate absolutely has, for example, some peer-reviewed paper already. If you have, good for you. If you don't have, don't worry. And also there is no like a standard requirement, almost nowhere it's written that you have to have a specific number of papers. And if you have conference papers, some good quality papers, of course list them, of course talk about them. Represent that you are capable to go to conferences, publish papers. That's important. Supervisor wants to see that you are capable of writing, you are capable of publishing, going to conferences, talking about what you are doing, what you've done. They are the quality things that you need to highlight. Not how many papers I have, but talking about where you are present, how you can talk about yourself. Already it can show the supervisor if you are capable. So these are the things you need to pay attention to. So in the parentheses, for example, whenever I was me in my most relaxed and confident state, I was winning that situation. And it was one of the cases for my PhD. So I talked with my supervisor and it was really relaxed. I don't know why, how, I don't remember exactly, but I was quite confident in what I'm bringing is relevant to him. And also I know in myself, I have confidence in myself that if there is something that I don't know, it's okay. I'll figure it out. I want you to have this mindset that if this situation, if this position is for you, it will become for you. So you need to just preserve your energy and show that you're capable of doing things, because PhD journey is all about not knowing, unclarity, and just moving forward under any uncertainty. That's why it's very important, and all the professors, supervisors are already clear about that. They need a student or PhD candidate who is capable to do it. So I talked about GPA, I talked about paper, I talked about master degree, and about research experience that you need to represent yourself, talk about it, and at the same time, if you have recommendation letter, that could be really helpful. If you have recommendation letter, it can also by itself talk about what you have done and also the experience that people had working with you. That's very important. And at the end, supervisor match. You know, if we put all of this aside, the golden thing is that if you can find the match, not necessarily 100% with what you have done or whatever experience you have, but the match could be in the mindset really. Like, for example, I remember with my supervisor, I could show him that if I come and assist you in the teaching courses, you wouldn't be worried because I already have experience and I showed him that I am capable. And also the project that I had, it was truly unconventional and everything was unclear. So that person just needed to trust that I am there to move this project forward with all my passion, motivation, and you know what I mean, right? So that's why I want all the good things happen for you and you be believing in yourself. That's the thing I want you to have. I hope next time that you're thinking that I wish I had this GPA or this many papers or whatever that you're limiting yourself with, remember me. Please just believe in whatever you already have is more than enough. Just represent it well. I hope you liked it and I hope I see you in the next live. You know that if you write me in the comments, because I post these lives, come in the comments and write for me what is still unclear, what do you need help with. That becomes the topic for the next live. I hope to see you in the next live. Keep believing and keep building. See you.